The feminist, you gotta understand a woman's nature. I don't care how logical she is, and you have lots of logical women. You have women who are math teachers. You have women who are scientists. You have women who are physicists. Those are logical professions. And you have a lot of logical women. I've had a lot of female teachers in high school since I was there 6 years, 9th, 10th, 11th, 11th, 12th, and 12th. I was a little busy, but what you would call it, I had a lot of logical female teachers, and what happened was the feminists got so angry, not at the issue. Remember how it started, how we talked, equal work for equal pay. That's how it started. That's a logical issue. That's a heartfelt issue, and it makes sense. And everybody who's a human being should be all for that. But it turned into women versus men and hatred. And out of their hatred for men, they accepted trans women as women, but they didn't think that through. So now you have Mike Tyson in a wig fighting Layla Ali. And they're like, whoa, we didn't think this through. Trans women in sports is the death of women's sports. I don't care how fast Sha'Carri Richardson is. She can't beat Usain Bolt with a wig on his head. Now, if you say he can't run against the women, now you're discriminating. Because remember, he's a woman. He has a wig. He says he's a woman. So female athletes, you're going to start seeing disappear. Because can you imagine LeBron James or Kobe Bryant with a wig on in the WNBA? It would be like Joanna Man. They score 100 points a game. It's not fair. So what happens is, who suffers because of this? You got female athletes right now, junior high school, that really are great athletes. And they spend hours a day and they want to compete in their forum. And now she realizes, after she's been doing this wrestling like Ronda Rousey and stuff, now she realized she has to fight Andrew Silva because he has a wig on. He's going to kill her. So all of that training is for nothing. And that hurts her spirit. And that's not fair. But who let them in? It wasn't straight men. It was feminists who brought them in to anger straight men, not knowing that straight men just laughed and said, you know, women's sports is dead now, right? You know, once LeBron James and guys like the Kobe Bryants and the Dr. J's start leaping from the half court line and dunking on Brittany Grant, she cannot play like those men. She cannot box out Shaquille O'Neal. You're just going to have a bunch of trans, and the women are just going to sit down, end up putting the skirts back on and cheerleading at halftime. You killed women's sport because you were blinded by your own rage and hatred towards men, which you weren't hating men to begin with. You were hating an unfair system. And that's okay. And you can dismantle an unfair system without attacking the men who are not the architects of that system that existed long before you and I were born. You get mad at the system and you redesign the system. You don't get mad at the people who are the victim of it. You don't get mad at the people. We're subject to that same system.